Hey everybody, I have snuck over here while the kids are eating, so you might hear them. But I blend up a lot of these little mini art bats, and I use them to spin from. Like I said, I get a lot of custom orders from people that want special things. So I blend up a lot of these either for personal use, where I spin them, or if you've been on my website, you know I sell them because I love them. They're so cute and easily customizable. But anyway, the way these came to be was the brother drum carder. That's what this little is, and this is actually the baby brother. Brother Drum Carder is the company, and it was by far the most affordable drum carder I could find because my business I needed to expand, and I didn't have like a grand. Come on, other drum carder companies like laying around to spend on that. And this one, it had great reviews. It's family business, made in America. So I was like, that's what we're getting. So this one was their most affordable. It is, trying to do this with good camera angles. It's got a hand crank. It's like 4 inches across. It's got this cool little brush that you can put down to keep things. You can see I'm kind of like in the process here. So, that's what I've got. I love it. Like I said, I was researching drum carders because I didn't really know too much about them. And this one said they all kind of have different, the teeth on them, like width teeth or number of teeth. And I'm not going to get super technical about it, but this one claimed that it was really good for like thicker art bats, which, is what I was wanting it for. And, like art bats and different sort of things, and just really a good, like, all-purpose, tough little drum carder. So that's why I didn't so much care that it was a baby, as I cared that it was good for what I needed it to do, and I could afford it. So, that's what I've got. So, that being said, I wanted to do a little video, because I do a lot of these, so, like, production. Like, I don't want to be spending forever, and I didn't want to tear, it's cute. I didn't want to, put more wear and tear on it than need be. So, I feel like I've got a pretty good system. So, bear with me with the camera. Okay, so, what I've done is, I started out with fiber, and it starts out kind of, this is some Cordell, still in like kind of roving strip sort of things, but it's still like pretty thick. So what I do with, like I said, that's what this is, but I also, I blend all sorts of stuff. But I lay it, and I'll do an aerial view here in a minute. I sort of go through and like just kind of pull it apart a little bit to get the, fluff it up and get the staple length pulled out, just so that you don't sending like a big blob through at any one particular time. You see I've got the sparkles, and you can hear my kids yelling at me in the background. But the idea is you just, kind of fluff it out, and it also, if you're blending colors, which I'm always blending colors, you can kind of pre-blend the colors. So as you see, here's the drum carder, and I've kind of pulled it apart and fluffed it, and I've added my sparkle, and I just make like a nice fluffy little train of fiber going down the table. So that's what this is. And here we'll go for an aerial view here. So, I start it here, going in, and, then do the fluffy little pile all the way down here. And then, let's see if I can now get this where you can see what I'm actually doing. Victory! I've actually rigged the camera where you can see what I'm doing. So I fluffed everything up, and I've already kind of started this one. I like to put my hands kind of here, because it is a pain if it starts, getting in the sides and your gears. So this way I can kind of keep my fingers as a guard. And then the idea is that I'm just letting a little bit of my like fluffy fiber train feed through at a time, but this really helps with my production of it because, I'm not having to, like before, I would have to keep stopping and fluffing and stopping and pulling apart lumps, or I would feel like I was getting too much wear and tear on the teeth because like a big blob would accidentally go through. And you can always add more sparkle. So like I said, once I've kind of fluffed it up, this really helped me a lot because I can just, keep my fingers here, and I can pretty much, I start and stop a little bit, but I can pretty much keep just cranking along, and it all feeds out over here. Where, let's see, can I turn the camera? Is it actually gonna stay turned? Oh, there we go, the camera, okay. But, it all has fed onto this thing, and then I'll go through with the brush or flip this guy down and run it through a few more times to make it smooth. But, yeah, okay. Yes. So that is my tips on, like I said, just really if you want a drum carder, you don't want to drop a fortune, like shout out to Brother Drum Carders. I love this one. And you can definitely, you can get a lot of fiber through it, because that's what I do. I sit here and I put on like something on Netflix and just crank them out. So that was a little tip on how I, keep high production on a small drum carder. So hope that helps, and have a good one.